Buffalo Mountain Ranch near Abilene, Texas is the setting this time for an icy whitetail hunt. Whitetail didn't do this though. So the hunt takes a turn as Mike throws bullets at a marauder. And that's not the only turn. We'll spend a little time with country singer Aaron Watson, then take a shot at a bigger kind of beast on the wildlife.
It's about the hunt, more than the kill. Sometimes it's living a dream, other times it cuts like a knife. You take your road, I take mine. The only one I know, they call it the wildlife.
The Wildlife is brought to you by Schmeiser Archery and in part by Broadhead Barn, Yeti Coolers, Commando Hunting Products, Burt Coyote Luminant, Lakewood Products, and Trophy Ridge.
That's how you smazertise.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
Can your tree stand do that? I didn't think so. Now with a Twisted Timber, you can. Hunt for that mature whitetail from the crooked and twisted trees where he lives. No tools or shims needed. Hook it, level it, and hunt where you need to. Get a Twisted Timber tree stand. And hunt where no man has hunted before.
Can your bow case do this? Is it tough enough to protect your bow? Meet the bow file from Lakewood Products.
Featuring drop-in design with quiver-on storage, accessory and arrow case, all-in-one containment, ATV D-ring attachment, a 10-year warranty, and it's TSA approved.
Serious hunters demand serious equipment.
Get serious. Get a bow file.
That's how you smazertise.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
And I'm proud to be just who I am.
Buffalo Mountain Ranch, where Mike spots some younger whitetail, but then finds himself hunting something with sharper teeth. So he borrows a powerful rifle for the job. Will the little monster escape? Find out if Mike can put the crosshairs on it, this time on the Wildlife.
We got an invite out to Buffalo Mountain to do a little whitetail hunting. We loaded up, headed out that way, and it was pretty cold back home around Blossom area where we're from, and we get further and further out west and headed towards Abilene, and we noticed in the ditches and everything that there was actually snow in the ditches, and it's thinking, wow, you know, that's crazy. The closer we get to Abilene, the more snow, and then we get there and the whole place is pretty much covered in snow, and I thought, wow, this is going to be pretty fun hunting. And we get there just in time to go out for an evening hunt. We get set up in this ladder stand, which is actually what they call a buddy stand, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out how I'm going to make a shot because we're so tight in there together or whatever. I'm a pretty good sized guy, and probably an hour goes by, and I look over at my camera guy, which is Caleb Ballard. He's sitting there shivering like crazy, and I'm sitting there thinking, "Are you okay, man? Are you cold?" And he goes, "No, I'm okay." And I know he's not. I know he's freezing because I was pretty cold too. And we sat there for a while and had some deer come in, and not a whole lot of action up close where we could get a shot or anything. That was an evening hunt. The next day we go out that morning, and the whitetails there are so spooky. I mean, I don't know if they've been hunted quite a bit before we'd gotten there or what, but they were just so spooky and weren't cooperating. It was really hard to get on one that we really wanted to shoot. We go back out that afternoon, but on the way back to the stand that they were taking us to, we noticed a bobcat way out in the field, out eating on something, and Chad luckily had a rifle in the truck with him, and you know, we figured out it was a pretty good bobcat out there, and he asked me, you know, on that deal, he said, do you want to try to shoot him? I said, heck yeah, we'll try to get some footage on this cat. Line up the crosshairs on the cat, and he's eating on a deer. When I look through the scope, I can tell he's eating on a deer.
See his head, Steve. It looks like he's eating on a deer or something out there. Y'all ready?
I was kind of shocked that I missed.
There you go. There you go. We got him.
You know, anytime you shoot a rifle, you always want to shoot it before you ever go out and hunting, because it wasn't my rifle, for one thing, and I think that was a lot of it.
Same flip, Jim? Mm-hmm. Go out there and see if we can find him, man. I like it. Let's go look.
We go out and we look for blood for the cat. Couldn't find any blood, and I'm walking around this one little oak knot and look in there, and sure enough, there's the cat.
I found him right in here, man. He didn't go too far.
Up inside these live oaks.
Look. Oh. Not as big as I thought he was from out there. That's pretty though. Pretty bobcat. Wow. Shot right through there. Got my good buddy Jim Trammell here. My super guide, Chad Davis. They got it all down here at Buffalo Mountain. I'm telling you, you guys need to come out and check it out. I'm tickled pink. That's cool, man.
That's pretty cool, man. That's a good job. Good job shooting, dude. That was...
Wow. Yeah, I shot that first time, and
he flipped him when he hit him that second time.
I shot that first time, and I guess I just shot right over him. I don't know. I thought I had it dead on him, but evidently I didn't. That's cool stuff, man. Let's go kill a deer now. What do you say? Cat scratch fever. That's for you, Uncle Ted. I think that gun's still on fire.
You know, I wasn't able to make the trip down with Mike, and there's a really cool story behind the bobcat. Mike actually, told me that he actually forgot the bobcat. And so he got halfway home and got a phone call from Chad. Chad suggested that, they go ahead and keep the bobcat there, and would be honored to, to take it to the taxidermy and keep it there on their trophy wall. Actually, the first time that I actually got to see the bobcat, they had a booth set up at the Hunters Extravaganza in Fort Worth, and kind of display it there. And it was actually pretty neat to finally get to see it. I'd heard all the story about it, so I thought it was pretty cool that they were proud enough of the bobcat to actually carry it with them to Fort Worth.
Man, look at what this cat was eating on. Nice 7-point. He was sitting right here. Look at this tracker. I don't know if you can get that tracking. I mean, that's the bobcat track right there. But look right here. He's chewing on the back of his neck. I don't know if coyotes or the bobcats got out that deer somehow. Maybe that deer was wounded or hurt or something. That's what he was eating on, and we spotted him as we was going by. And Chad so luckily had a rifle in his truck, thank goodness. And that's how we got him right there. But that just kind of goes to show you what they eat deer and whatever they can get, Cool stuff, man. Stay tuned.
Well, the ice was thick, the hours were pretty long, and the deer too young. A Bobcat bullseye is a great consolation prize, though. Next, Heather tells a tale about country star Aaron Watson's talent for pleasing kids. Then it's another surprise target for Mike on The Wildlife. The Wildlife is brought to you in part by Discount Wheel and Tire, Martin Archery, Vanguard, True Flight Manufacturing, Glow Peep, Elusive Wildlife, and Hips Archery Targets.
That's how you smazertise.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
It's about the hunt.
If you're hunting for more about your favorite hunting show, The Wildlife with Mike and Heather, track it down on the web.
Do you love the wildlife?
If so, check out our website, twltv.com.
TWLTV.com has all you need to complete your hunt for The Wildlife.
For news, reviews, and all of our exciting hunts.
It's at twltv.com.
Keep up with America's favorite bow hunting couple, and there's more.
For all your wildlife gear and great products,
Remember, twltv.com.
Get what you need for your hunts. Find out more about Mike and Heather's events and how you can join the fun.
For our current schedule and upcoming events,
and to watch past episodes, go to twltv.com.
It's all at twltv.com. Easy to find, easy to use. Watch The Wildlife on TV and then check the web.
So remember, twltv.com.
and remember to like us on Facebook at The Wildlife TV.
The wildlife.
That's how you smazertise.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
And I'm proud to be just who I am.
At Buffalo Mountain Ranch, there are plenty of whitetail, and while Mike makes the best of a chilly hunt, country music star Aaron Watson happens in to do some hunting as well. The whitetail may be tricky in the cold, but there might be something even better on ice on The Wildlife.
I need a chair to stand on here.
Country music singer Aaron Watson here at Buffalo Mountain Ranch. Doesn't get any better than this, does it?
Oh man, it's awesome. We had a blast. I missed everything I shot at.
That's not true. He's the one who brought in the backstrap. I did bring in the elk. Right here. All right.
In a month.
How are you?
You know, I've got to meet and hang out with Aaron quite a few times at Buffalo Mountain, and even got to attend some of his concerts. You know, he's just a great guy, awesome guy, good family guy. You know, he's brought his two boys down with us to target practice at times, and they're at Buffalo Mountain, and they're cute kids. You know, I was pretty envious of Mike when he got back home to tell me that you know, he got to hang out with Aaron. You know, a funny story that I remember with Aaron is we got to attend one of his concerts and take my middle boy, Jace, and two of his friends. The boys were so excited that, you know, we've hunted with Aaron and hung out with him, and, you know, they wanted to meet him. So they waited in line to get an autograph, and of course, anyone knowing Jace knows that he's just very outspoken, and Jace wanted to sign something that was very noticeable, and so Aaron ends up signing Jace's forehead and a friend of his. So Jace had Aaron written on his forehead, and Twister, Jace's friend, had Watson on his forehead. So they actually bobby pinned their hair back at this concert so everyone could see that Aaron Watson was on their forehead, and Aaron made a cute little deal out of it on his Facebook page, and you know, the boys were stoked. They had a great time. Aaron's really good with kids. He has 3 kids of his own, and I mean, just all around great guy.
I need to get somewhere. Yeah, I need to be fast.
Caleb Ballard, my cameraman right here.
I'm ready to get some deer on film. A big deer.
You're Jeremiah now?
I'm Jeremiah now, but I'm Juvenile when people need me the most.
I need you the most?
Yeah. And on Saturday nights, of course.
After shooting the cat, we ended up going out and setting another setup, and same situation. The deer came in, but they just didn't ever come in close enough to give us a really good shot. So we didn't get to take one. So the next day we went out setting another blind, and I was sitting there and we had some deer come in. They had a feeder that was set up, you know, about 30 yards away, which is a pretty good shot with a bow. And we have a few small deer come in. Then all of a sudden, we have some elk come in down off the mountain. They come running in, and I'm sitting there thinking, you know, I don't know if we can shoot an elk or not. So I'm sitting there texting Chad back and forth, hey, how about elk? And I'm sitting there waiting on a text, just going crazy over these elk because I know how good they are to eat. And he finally texts me back, shoot them. So there's the green light. So I get set up and get ready and just kind of wait for the perfect shot, which you always want to try to wait for the perfect shot if you can.
Man, I think I smoked her. It looked good, man. I think I got the back of the lungs. Good elk, big cow elk. Whew, thank you, Caleb Ballard, my camera guy. Hope you got all that. Whew. We're down here hunting at Buffalo Mountain, right outside of Abilene, Texas. They've got some awesome hunting down here. Pretty nice little mountains and stuff, and we're actually getting to hunt out here in the snow. We'll give her a little while and give her time to die and everything. I think she's down, pretty sure of it. So, man, these some cool little blinds they got built out here. Worked perfect this morning. Had a few whitetail come in. Pretty cool stuff. Let's go over here. Let's see what we got. Beautiful day. I like it. Here's the arrow right here. It's a complete pass-through through that elk, but let's go see if we can get on the blood trail and see if we can find her. See any blood anywhere? We got some pretty good blood right here. Don't look too bad. Some hair in there. That ain't bad. Tracks are going through here. Let's see what we find. Some good blood right here. Coming through right here, a real nice trail right here. Let's see some good elk tracks. A little bit of blood right there on that stump right there. Maybe she didn't go too far. Hopefully. Okay. There's my elk right there, man. Check it out. Down in the little ravine. Didn't go, what, maybe 100 yards? Look at this big cow elk. Look at the size of her. Isn't that cool? That is a big animal. Gonna be some awesome eating, man. Look at the head on that thing. Isn't that pretty? Big, nice, pretty cow. Awesome. Got some good footage on it, I believe. Whew. I was glad to find her. Like again, we're down here in, believe it or not, in Abilene, Texas. All this beautiful snow on the ground. It's December the 7th. I'm down here at Buffalo Mountain with Chad Davis. Awesome place, man. They've got some elk and got some really good whitetails and a lot of fun. You need to get out here and try it sometime. Whew, I like this, man. It's gonna be a nice job getting her out of here.
Sure enough, right down in the canyon was my elk. And I was really happy and tickled about that, about finding it and all that stuff. And then, you know, we text Chad to come pick us up and tell him what happened and everything, and he comes down.
Big cow elk. Hey, got kind of worried there at first. Whew.
Worried?
Yeah. At first I did.
How far she run?
Not, I guess, about 100 yards.
Good job, bro.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Good job, bro.
It's a good guide right here, Chad Davis, down here at Buffalo Mountain Ranch. Awesome place, man. We just smoked a good cow elk. Now the work begins.
Now the work begins. Yes, sir.
Oh man, we had a few whitetails come in. We had one pretty good buck, but I don't think he was pushing 14. I mean, he was nice, probably 3.5-year-old, and they were spooky. This could be for some reason.
Really?
I don't know what it was. I don't know if the wind was swirling around.
It's pretty still this morning. When it's still,
yeah.
Sorry. How far is she off in the bushes?
You know where the little gully is right there? She's right in the gully.
Wow. Can we get a folder back there too, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
We show him, tell him where the elk's at and all that stuff, and that's when the work begins on an elk, because it's a big animal. She's probably, I don't know, 700 pounds or so, and it was a really good time, good trip.
At first, ice and cautious whitetail were the story at Buffalo Mountain Ranch, until Mike had a blast with a cat, had some fun with Aaron Watson, and pinned over 1/4 ton of elk. Next, a parting shot from Mike and Heather, and blooper fun with all the above on The Wildlife. The Wildlife is brought to you in part by RattlingForks.com, Fox Stump Grinding, Van Zandt Custom Knives, Fur and Feather Taxidermy, Woody's Meat Market, Performance Paint and Body, Crawford Electric, and McQueen Propane.
Smizertise.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
If you're hunting for more about your favorite hunting show, The Wildlife with Mike and Heather, track it down on the web.
Do you love the wildlife?
If so, check out our website, twltv.com.
TWLTV.com has all you need to complete your hunt for the wildlife.
For news, reviews, and all of our exciting hunts.
It's at twltv.com.
Keep up with America's favorite bow hunting couple, and there's more.
For all your wildlife gear and great products,
remember, twltv.com.
Get what you need for your hunts. Find out more about Mike and Heather's events and how you can join the fun.
For our current schedule and upcoming events,
and to watch past episodes, go to twltv.com.
It's all at twltv.com. Easy to find, easy to use. Watch the wildlife on TV and then check the web.
So remember, twltv.com.
And remember to like us on Facebook at The Wildlife TV. That's how you Smizertise.
Are you shooting the world's finest broadhead?
And I'm proud to be just who I am.
I'd like to thank all you folks for watching again. We had a great time out in Buffalo Mountain shooting elk and bobcat. And I'd like to thank Steve Castile, Chad Davis, and Aaron Watson for coming by and hanging out with us. Had a great time.
Remember guys, if you want to keep up with all of our wild adventures, follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
I need a chair to stand on here.
Country music singer Aaron Watson.
Cutie. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
That's not true. They come in while I was changing clothes, and Chad happened to walk by and see two guys in my room while I was changing my clothes, and he turned around and went the other way.
Y'all have overloaded my brain.
Because she's hungry.
We'd like to thank...
Hungry?
I'd like to thank... I was kind of shocked that I missed